Thanks for joining me for your Thursday afternoon weather update from the Met Office. For most of February, we've been looking out east, but now we have to look out west. The weather's changed. You've probably noticed much milder, but also much wetter and windier. Here's the satellite picture. The UK smothered in cloud already, and a real mishmash of low pressure systems and weather fronts out in the Atlantic. This area of cloud is developing. That's going to bring a spell of wet and very windy weather during Friday. But before we get there, through the rest of today, weather fronts crossing the country. The isobars pretty close together. It's blustery, it's gusty, and you can see from the radar we've already seen some pretty heavy rain. More to come as well. One zone of rain crossing Scotland, heavy showers crossing southern parts of England. We need to watch this area across North Wales around lunchtime, then into northern England, southern Scotland. Some really intense rain from that, maybe even some hailstones, and all of a sudden the winds will start to gust up as well. So some pretty nasty travelling conditions, particularly on the M62, for example. It does turn a bit dry and a bit brighter in many western areas through the afternoon into the evening time, but it stays pretty gusty. Those winds drawing up mild air from the southwest. So it isn't cold, certainly a lot warmer than most of February so far. Temperatures into the teens. We could squeak up to 15 in one or two locations. Still some pretty heavy rain across parts of Yorkshire into the early evening and through the rush hour, but it does scoot away, and many places become a lot drier through the first half of the night. But it doesn't last. Look at this. That cloud we saw earlier on the satellite picture just pushing in further outbreaks of rain, getting quite heavy in the west, and the winds getting stronger through the night in these western areas as well. But still drawing in that mild air. So overnight temperatures double digits to start Friday for a good chunk of the country. So again, a mild start, but for quite a few of us, a wet start and increasingly windy, as I mentioned. We do have warnings in place for gusty winds. South coast of Wales, the west coast of Wales, the east coast of Northern Ireland, southwestern parts of Scotland, gusts of 50-60 miles an hour during Friday morning into the early afternoon, maybe even close to 70 miles an hour along some coasts. We also have warnings for the rain, which increases over southwest Scotland through the morning and then peps up and lingers across much of Scotland during the day. Much of central and eastern England will have a dry start to Friday, and many eastern counties will stay dry all day, but it's far from dry in the west. That rain building up, those gusty winds, which will start to ease a little bit through the afternoon. Northern Ireland, Wales actually may well cheer up a little bit for Friday afternoon. So again, turning a little bit brighter. As I said, staying mostly dry until the evening time across East Anglia and the southeast. But those gusty winds will be noticeable, still bringing that mild air. Temperatures again into the teens. Again, we could reach 15 or perhaps even 16 Celsius where we see a little bit of sunshine. Now that rain will creep its way towards East Anglia and the southeast. There's a bit of a question mark about how long it lingers into Friday evening, but it could be a bit of a damp end to the day here. Elsewhere though, it is turning a little bit drier, or with some showers getting into the Western Isles of Scotland. So that weather front, as I said, bit of a question mark about how quickly it clears through Friday and into Saturday. But generally speaking, you squint and there's a little bump in the isobars there. That means a little ridge of high pressure bringing some drier conditions for Saturday. But look at this for Sunday, another low, more weather fronts. The isobars very tightly packed. A very blustery day on Sunday and further heavy rain to come. Further warnings have been issued for Sunday. You can see all of those warnings for yourself, see how you could be impacted by visiting our website or our app, and of course stay up to date by subscribing to our YouTube channel.